The showcase of the best players in the NFL is coming up as we celebrate the latest edition of the Pro Bowl. The stars of the AFC and NFC are ready to shine. Next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar. AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game between our visitors. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
Get ready to settle in for an entertaining 4 quarters. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway from Las Vegas. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
I know he's not showing it on the outside, but inside, he's got to be celebrating because think about all the quarterbacking we saw in the AFC this year. 5 or 6 guys could have earned this honor. He got the nod, a real feather in his cap.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen will set up the screen to Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. So out comes the NFC for their initial drive. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trey Lance.
And no doubt about it, it was a banner year for quarterbacks in the NFC. A number of guys could very well have been selected for this. But I thought he stood out. I thought he found a way to separate himself from the pack. And he's been rewarded as the starting quarterback in the Pro Bowl. Definitely the right choice in my book.
Lance now on 1st down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decided whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their second drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Allen now looks to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll run here with the Saints' Alvin Kamara. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Second down, and it's Kamara again. Pushes him over. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Back out is the AFC offense. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll go down right on the edge edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the NFC goes up 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The AFC set to take over on offense. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give to Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Allen.
Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The AFC. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The coverage good that time by the NFC defense brings up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
McPherson's kick is good.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a toss, Kamara left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And Lance again going to keep it. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Agba finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
From the gun, it's Lance.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
To throw, it's Lance.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kick by Gold is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you won the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The AFC offense making their way back out. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And here's Allen. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Running left, Taylor.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Vita Vea coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Now, how about that play right there? Party, remember I told you about the home run hitter theory that someone told me years ago?
What's that?
Meaning a guy who hits home runs in the major leagues, go back and trace what he did all the way growing up, probably hit home runs at every level. That's just who he is. But this guy sacked people all during the regular season. Why wouldn't he do the same thing here at the Pro Bowl?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now Lance.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, he's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
How you leave a receiver of that caliber, that wide open on that play is absolutely beyond me. You've watched tape. You've gone over the scouting report. Your first move should be double or triple him and make sure someone else doesn't beat you.
Well, especially on 3rd down. That's what's really baffling. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. Now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
On the draw is Taylor.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin on the ground with Kamara.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
2nd and 7. Lance looking to throw it.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Lance now on 1st down.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Lance looks to throw again. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Throwing now is Lance. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10.
Lance.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Now Lance again.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. He hit his first, now this from 43. The kick by Gould is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Fields it right around the goal line. The AFC offense going to possess the football one more time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And Diggs has it.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, on the other side, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.